My student here was shocked because I said you're not going to score more than CLB 5 or CLB 6 in this PTE Core writing answer. And in PTE Core, by the way, if you want to score 9 plus, you need almost, well, I should say just no mistakes, okay? You need 88 plus points, which is 90 is the total score. So you need a perfect score basically for a CLB 9 or 10 especially is a perfect score. So you cannot afford grammar mistakes and you cannot afford any major mistakes too. In this video, we'll dissect this letter because a lot of you may write like this student and you have no idea about how many mistakes you're making and how this will negatively impact you. Let's have a look at the PTE Core marking criteria, requirements, and a response like this. And if you write like this, my friend, you might score 5, CLB 5 or 6 only, and you don't want that. So you can have a look at the question, pause the video and read the question. Now I'm going to get to the answer. This is the attempt from our student. This is a raw attempt and there's no corrections here, so I'll correct it here for you. The first thing is 196 words. Right away, you lose marks. Okay, anything over 120, you will lose marks. So that's one thing. Secondly, why would you even do more? The more things you write, the more mistakes you will make. And look, you only have 9 minutes. It's not enough time to write all those words. And the first thing you can get rid of is the subject, okay? Right away, you reduce the words. And instead of respected sir, you can just say dear sir. It's even better to personalize it and say dear Mr. Bob. And it's not showing here. Let's put it here, Mr. Bob. The more you personalize it, the better. And avoid respected sir. Avoid typical generic things like to whom it may concern. To whom it may concern, definitely don't do that, okay? And by the way, why I removed this is because it is not required in PTE Core writing. You just start with dear, name, Mr., Miss, and go. Make sure to have your comma there. Now you have, again, a major mistake here, having just the first name. You should have your last name, whatever it is, and I think that is the person's last name. So make sure the full name is there. It is a formal email. It is not informal. Informal can have one name only. Warm regards is okay, but it's better to go with yours sincerely, since that is widely accepted as the formal email response thing, salutation towards the end, instead of warm regards, which is a little bit more informal. Okay, you have to help the AI throughout this writing to understand that you have actually answered all bullet points. How you do that is by doing an intro, doing a conclusion, and then you should have three body paragraphs here. He only has 2. 3 because you have 3 bullet points. So you should do body 1 here, body 2, body 3. 1 paragraph per bullet point. It easily helps the AI understand that, okay, this paragraph is meant for this, next one is meant for bullet point 2. It separates the information that much more nicely, and you want to make sure you do that, okay? That's a no-brainer. Unfortunately, this student has mixed up a lot of things in the intro. So here's the problem. The intro should just have the purpose, why you are writing. And he has said that. But then this part, I understand the inconvenience this may cause. This is partially answering the first bullet point, acknowledge the inconvenience of your situation. You have not separated this part into body 1, separate paragraphs, so you're confusing the AI, because the AI knows that this should just be the intro. It should just have the purpose. But you're actually doing point number 1, which is bullet point 1 here. That is wrong, all right? Then the problem is, look at these last 2 paragraphs. They are both conclusions. There should just be 1 paragraph for a conclusion. You don't have those many words, and even if you had words, you always have in formal emails 1 paragraph for a conclusion. So pick any one here. I would go with this one, lesser words and to the point as well. Okay, so that's the other problem. Then, and by the way, you can pause it and read it. I'll go over it, but if you want to just assess it yourself, you can. Everything here, these are grammar mistakes, the bold ones. I don't want to go over the explanation of why they're grammar mistakes. I'm sure most of you know these. If you don't, please comment below. I'll answer. But just going over this quick. A unforeseen should be, as you can see in the suggestion, an unforeseen has arisen, not arose. That's not a word. Team and the project timeline. What's this? I understand the inconvenience this may cause to the team and the project timeline. Okay, there should be a comma here, guys. This is actually something I'll talk about. This one, before and, you need a comma. if the point or the clause after and is a different point. So it is different. He wants to express his sorry, which is also wrong. It should be apologies. And this is a different point about inconvenience. So you need a pause. So this is a common grammar mistake too. A extension should be an extension. I eager, right here, sorry. I eager should be I am eager. Grammar mistakes, with all these grammar mistakes, you lose CLB 9 easily. Right away you have lost that, and then you have all those other major mistakes going on. So when it came to the lexical resource, there's some sentences which are pretty basic, but I was kind of surprised how this sentence was here, and I'll point this out. This will actually score good marks. You want to make sure you write sentences like these. I'm not sure if the student did it himself. If he did, I'm glad he did, but I think he might have copy pasted it from somewhere. Look at the construction of this. I am more than willing. So when you have expressions like I am more than willing, they are unique expressions, good phrasing, and a good way to differentiate it from, other simple sentences like I am doing this, I am this. I'm more than willing is better than saying I want to, okay? To assist remotely, you have descriptions here. Remotely, smooth transition instead of just transition. So the more adjectives you use, the more marks you will get. And to the best of my ability, and ensure a smooth transition of my responsibilities to a team member if necessary. So you can add small clauses after commas like this if you have additional points, and that also will give you more marks because it is added information after a comma, making it a super complex sentence. And it is already complex because you have and, so it's a compound sentence already, and then you make it super compound or super complex, which is a good thing as long as you express it nicely. So basically you have 1 point, 1 clause, simple sentence. You have 2 clauses, complex or compound sentence. You have 3 points, super complex, super compound sentences, and you should have at least one of them in your entire writing. So this one was my favorite one, but other ones need a lot of work, of course. Now let's look at the task response, and this is where the AI will just say, well, where was the question I even answered? So the first thing is, acknowledge the inconvenience of your situation. There's this answer here. So I understand the inconvenience this may cause to the team and project timeline. I want to express my apologies for any disruptions. You have to apologize. You have to express the inconvenience of your situation. And yes, that will include apologizing to the team, but acknowledging yourself would mean you talk about your inconvenience. This has unfortunately derailed my plans to contribute to the team, and it will lead to disruptions in my personal targets for the company as well as the teams, which is why I'm apologetic. Just a little bit of apology can be added at the end, but you have to express the inconvenience of your situation. So this is off topic. The AI would say this part is on topic, but as soon as you go to the team and the apology, you're going off topic. Okay, make sure majority of your content is answering the exact bullet point. Now the next one was okay, assure your manager of your commitment to maintaining high quality work, and the person addressed that here. So these words, my commitment to maintaining high quality work, it's good. He answered the question here. They are a double-edged sword, though, because you're telling the AI that yes, you are answering the exact bullet point right here, bullet point 2, but you're also copy-pasting words. That is wrong too, because you want to paraphrase them. You have to use your own words. So I would not use exactly the same thing, but at least something to tell the AI that I'm answering that question. So I would say I'm committed to delivering top-notch work. Okay, still same words, committing, committed instead of commitment, and I instead of my, and top-notch instead of high quality. Work remains the same. Okay, so make sure you do some paraphrasing, but not too much that the AI, because it's again an AI, it might not think, it definitely does not think like a human being. So make sure you guide it in the right direction, showing it that I'm still talking about the point you have in the question. Now, the biggest problem was the last point, highlight the urgency and unpredictability of your health situation. That is nowhere to be found. When you highlight the urgency and unpredictability, you would talk about my medical condition is forcing me to have rapid appointments, and health can deteriorate at a minute's notice. which is why it's also intermittent or unpredictable. That is you expressing it yourself. But you just saying that I'm coordinating with my healthcare provider to manage this is not the right answer. It is not talking about urgency or unpredictability. Okay? So, again, you just have to make sure you answer exactly the things asked in the bullet points to tell the AI that you're actually talking about that. And here's a simple thing, the final tip that I give the student: you should just have 1 to 2 sentences per paragraph. Definitely one sentence in intro, one in conclusion, not more. And in body 1, 2, 3, 1 to 2 sentences, not more. If you do a third sentence, and you can see he is doing that here, you will definitely go over words. You would have 196 words, and that's why the student is not going to score more than CLB 5 or 6. And at the first glance, you might think, why not? But once you dive into it, there's lots of problems. So make sure, guys, you follow those important points. Make sure you also check out our PTE Core 15-hour course. It includes a lot more writing content, and writing is where people are struggling the most in PTE Core. CLB requirements are extremely high. So the course includes not only writing mock tests, but it includes sample answers that are explained in videos, as well as templates to write on, task 1 task to explain in detail, time management, all great stuff in the course in the description. Please like, share, subscribe as well. Really appreciate it. Good luck with your exam.